today I'm going to see if I can get this tractor that has been parked for the last 10 or 15 years running again. So let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is, since I didn't have compression in this cylinder, I'm going to pull the head off and see if a valve is stuck or what's going on in there. So, looking at it, we got to get the ground wire off, the water pump. We're going to have to take these two bolts out here that hold the oil filter. I believe it's the oil filter anyways. These two off that hold the alternator. We have to pull all the wires, get this tube out. I will be just removing all the old wiring harness because I'm replacing it anyways. And yeah, that looks like about it for now. We probably will end up pulling the manifold off too. I sprayed some penetrating oil on all the studs here last night, so they should come out pretty easily and not give us any of a hassle. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is remove the ground here. And it's only held on by a couple threads apparently. And we will put that somewhere safe. Next thing I'm going to get off is the rail up here, and your wires, your spark plug wires run through it, as well as the old wiring harness. So I'm going to have to get those out, and I'm just going to unplug the spark plug wires and set the rail down over here so I don't have to feed all them through it and try to deal with that. Okay, now I'm just going to undo all the wiring here so it's all out of my way and I don't have to deal with it anymore. I got all the old wiring harness and all the wires out of the way now, so I'm going to unplug these and I'll undo these two bolts and get that out of the way, and then probably take the alternator off, or just take those off anyways. And we're getting there. Okay, with those loose, I'm just gonna pop out the rest of the head bolts real quick. Alright, so I decided to hire a helper for this job. Well, actually two of them. But anyways, I got the head off. I thought I was recording. It wasn't when I pulled it off, so sorry. I've been scrubbing on it for a little while now and getting it cleaned up. It's better than I thought it was. None of the valves are stuck like I thought, so I think just the head gasket might have been blowing. I haven't decided if I'm still taking the manifold off or not. I might not now, but yeah, so now I just have like another hour of scrubbing and scraping and cleaning, and we can start putting her back together. Alrighty, so I'm going to pull the manifold off to make sure it's all clean under there, and pull the valves out and clean them because a little bit of stuff is falling down in there. And yeah, so it looks like it's just a few bolts here and it should be easy enough. Alright, I got the manifold off and it is dirty. So to get to the valve, there's these two covers here. Get to the valves and then you can pull them out pretty easy too. So we got the valve covers off now, and they look super clean inside of here. So I think I'm gonna pull this one out, and there's one more dirty one I gotta look again, but I'm definitely gonna pull this one out because the seat has some crud on it. you compress the valve spring, and then there's this clip that sits up in here that holds it in. You compress the spring and then you pull the clip out. You can just pick the whole valve spring assembly out of there and clean it up and clean up the seats, and you're good to go. Alright, I got the valve covers all cleaned up and nice. I'm going to put them back on, then I'll clean up the manifold and put it back on, and then I'll go back to working on getting the block and the head cleaned up. Well, I got this cleaned up, I got the valve covers back on. Now I'm working on cleaning the head up, except I am just about out of the spray stuff. That helps a lot, so I'll have to go to town to get some, probably. But she's dirty, but it's intact and not cracked, which is what matters. Gotta do a little more cleaning on this. I'm out of that spray, so. Alright, so we didn't quite get done yet. Got most of that cleaned off. I got the head cleaned off, feel pretty good. I need to do a little bit more on the manifold, but it's getting dark, so I guess that'll be it. Thanks for watching, and part 2 will be out in a few days, and I will see you in the next video.